Hey guys and gals, and everybody here for Drake Wing Game, and it's something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, June's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Oh, just be careful not to drop your jaw on the floor, okay? Huh? Not to be immodest, but I'm really good at this piece. Is that so? That just means I need to see it even more now. June takes a few deep breaths, preparing himself. Since I know he's going to start any second now, I can't but hold my breath. It's been a while since I've been able to hear him play. I'm actually really excited for this. I'm standing a little far back, enough that I won't get in his way, but close enough that I could touch him if I tried. This distance feels nice. Safe. Finally, the tiger plays the first note, then the second, then the third, launching into a quick succession of notes as he begins to weave a somewhat familiar melody. Oh, put the charger. Alright. Is it charging? Yes. Maybe. Yes, it's charging. Okay. Then the second, then the third, launching into a quick succession of notes as he begins to weave a somewhat familiar melody. I didn't recognize the song by name, but I'm pretty sure I've heard it before somewhere. Just as I thought I would be, it doesn't take long before I start feeling that all too familiar sensation of being enraptured. I don't want to look away for a single second for fear that I might miss something. June's body relaxes further as he carries on with the song, building up momentum while making his piano echoes a deep, cheerful sound that, for some reason, makes me feel of morning dew. Does that even make sense? The melody starts out on the slower sound, feeling richer, more velvety. Wait, do sounds even have textures? Either way, he soon begins to increase the pace, punctuating certain passages with a loud, more dynamic sound before easing off and going back to that rich, gentle tune. Suffice to say, I have no idea how he manages to do that. The degree of finesse required to do this. It feels like something that requires such an expert, delicate touch that I could never in a million years dream of learning how to do it. And yet, if I were able to produce a sound 1/10 as beautiful as June's, I feel like I could as well try. I take a step closer. I know I need to control myself. Touching when he's concentrating like this would be a surefire way to distract him, but I want to get closer. I want to hold him close. If I could, I'd listen to him play while holding him from behind, rest my chin on his shoulder so I can get a perfect view of his hands, his dexterous, magical hands. While I'm caught in potentially embarrassing thoughts, I'm the one that is caught by surprise when a tail touches my stomach. June's tail swishes back and forth freely as he rocks his body to the rhythm of the song. I expected him to pull back when he felt me, but instead, almost as if pulling me closer, the tiger wraps his tail around me. Or at least as much as he can, considering the short distance between us. Maybe half an arm's length apart. I'm all too content to let him, enjoying the soft, fluffy tail that clings to my waist while I watch June's performance. It's like, you know. A show that he's putting on just for me. Seriously, how am I not supposed to fall for him? I think this is the first time I've ever thought that I really want to kiss him. But he said he's not ready yet, so I'll control myself. June seems completely comfortable with the song, playing around with the tempo like it was a playground of his own creation, speeding up and slowing down intermittently. Whenever I think I know where the song is going, it feels like I'm caught by surprise with a sudden change of its speed. I just can't look away. However, eventually, the song has to end. When it does, June remains seated with his eyes closed for a few seconds, almost like he's waiting for something, though what that something is, I couldn't tell. Huh. Finally, the tiger exhales, opening his eyes and turning around to face me fully. That felt really good. I really want to kiss you right now. What? I said I'm not ready for that, you dummy. I know, I'm not saying I will, just that I really want to. That's just added pressure. That's okay, I don't mind waiting. For a bit. I guess that means you really liked it, huh? I loved it. Aw, you're too sweet. It's a little embarrassing. Thank you, really. You made me feel better. I was hoping I would. I figured today would be really hard for you, so I wanted to do anything I can to make it a little bit easier. Not really caring about anything anymore, I drop down to my good knee, hugging this adorable tiger and burying my face on his chest. June gasps, a cute, high-pitched gasp, but quickly recomposes himself. It doesn't take long at all for me to feel his hand on my hand, petting me, running his fingers through my fur, playing with my ears. The feeling is so good that I sigh contentedly, wishing I could stay like this forever. You're so fluffy. I swear I could die. Please don't die. I'd have a really hard time explaining that to the police. Your dad is the police. Couldn't you get away with it? I'd rather not get my dad involved in that sort of thing. Thank you very much. So you better stay alive, mister. Okay, I promise I won't die. With my head in this position, I can actually hear June's heart beating inside his chest. I think this is the first time I've ever done this. Hey, June? Hmm? I lift my head slightly, placing a hand on top of his heart, feeling the faint beats as it pulses in his chest and against my hand. A complicated feeling starts taking over me. This here is okay, right? What, my heart? Yeah, there's no discomfort at all. Really? Mm-hmm. Agreeing with him, I placed my head there once again. This is the sound of June's heart. Even if he's sick, even if his heart has trouble sometimes, the sound means that it's still beating. I think I can take comfort in that. June, your heartbeat is really soothing. Sheesh, stop saying such embarrassing things. Sorry, no can do. You're stuck with me like this. I guess that's fine. I like you a lot after all. Even when I'm being clingy like this? Especially then. God damn it, June. I should have gone for it so long ago. I can't believe this is what I've been missing out on this entire time by being a coward. I really could get used to it. Here, how about we switch to Katatsu? As nice as this is, I don't think it's a good idea for you to be on your knee for so long. Okay. You're so giddy. I know. I do as June instructs, getting up and heading to the Katatsu with him. We both sit down side by side. At first, June rests his head on my shoulder, switching from before when I was the one clinging to him. However, one side effect I did not anticipate was that this feels too comfortable. Little by little, I feel myself slipping. Sorry, June, I think I might fall asleep. When I look at the tiger, I realize that he too has fallen asleep, his face showing a peaceful, contented smile. I can't bring myself to wake him up when he's like this, so I gently lean back, bringing June with me, until we're both lying down on the floor. Almost on cue, the tiger mutters something I can't understand, wrapping his arm and tail against me and moving to rest his head against my chest. I guess now's your turn to listen to my heart, huh? I ask to no one in particular, as there's no answer from the tiger himself. Enveloped by this fluffy tiger and taken over by a pleasant warmth, I soon drift off to dreamland. By the time we finally wake up, night has already set outside. Luckily, June's parents aren't home yet when we do. As comfortable as that was, I would not be looking forward to explaining why their son and I were cuddling each other to sleep in their living room. Even if they're accepting people, there's such a thing as being too public. I call for a taxi when I notice the calls from my mom and from Aki on my phone, as well as a few messages from them in worry. I guess I overdid things a little bit. Bidding June a comfortable farewell, I leave his house with a smile on my face and a new tight feeling in my chest. July 5th, Wednesday. When I wake up, I pull up my phone and quickly check the time, realizing that it's still super early. 3 a.m. I try setting my phone down, turning around and going back to sleep, but it refuses to come. Try as much as I want, my body refuses to be willed back to sleep. Not that I blame it. I've spent so much of my time in bed lately. I guess my body is just as sick of it as I am. And yet I slept so soundly yesterday. As soon as I remember that, my face grows hot in an instant. Oh man, that's not good for my heart. Getting to share that Katatsu with June felt really nice. Maybe I could sleep better if I had some more of that. Or maybe I'm like this because I slept that much yesterday. Either way, by the time I notice it, I've already reached for my phone. If I can't make myself go back to sleep, then I'll at least look for something to distract me. Anything is better than being left alone with my thoughts. They either depress me or leave me so embarrassed that I want to scream. Last of the coffee, y'all. Okay. If it's a coin flip either way, then I refuse to do it. I don't want to deal with either of those possibilities. So I'm running away to my phone. Probably not the most productive thing I can do, but I'd rather shut off my mind and look at random crap than constantly think about how everything sucks right now. Or, well, most things suck right now. Ugh, no, I'm doing it again. I'm thinking about the thing I don't want to think about because it makes my face hot. I hate this. Now I can't get his face out of my head. Quick, I have to find something distracting. Maybe a dumb video I can watch or something. I'll do my best to stay distracted. I fail to notice the sun coming up until it's already too late. Or too early. Ni-chan, you up? It's time to get up. I'm gonna prep the bath. Crap, coming! I'm pretty sure I'm gonna regret this. An hour later. Are you two all set? Your ride will be arriving soon. Yeah, we're good, right? Right, Lee-chan? Do we really need a cab? I'm fine to walk. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Besides, you can barely walk up and down the stairs at your school without help as it is. Imagine if you were already tired from walking all the way to school. I'm fine. Yesterday was an adjustment, but by the time I had to leave school, I could already handle it way better. If you say so. Besides, who the hell told you that in the first place? Sayani. Figures, stupid nosy brat. Sweetie, you're grumbling. You're turning into a grumpy old man. Yeah, bad knee included. I didn't mean... Hey, don't look at me like that. It was just a joke. You're supposed to laugh, like ha ha ha, like that. Ha ha ha. Maybe we skip on those kinds of jokes for now, sweetie. Sheesh, tough crowd. I think I hear the car outside, so why don't you two get going? Alright. See you later, Mom. I will see you two later as well. I love you both. Love you too. Bye. I quickly adjust my bag over my shoulder and walk ahead of Aki, trying to make my way outside as quickly as I can. Mostly to avoid keeping the driver waiting. Lord knows how expensive taxis can be. I try to pretend like I don't notice Aki shouting me as if he were just waiting to catch me when I inevitably fall. At the very least, since Aki is also being taken to his school in the same car, I can tell myself that this is good for his safety. If I don't think about it being something done solely because of me, it gets just a tiny bit easier to swallow. A few minutes later. Just like yesterday, I go out of the car to the sight of Shuichi and Saya hovering right outside the school's gates and waiting for me. I pretend not to be bothered by the constant hovering while Shuichi helped me up the stairs, continuing to make small talk along the way. It was only when the two insisted on walking me to my seat in class that I put my foot down and told them to head to their own classrooms. Oh, alright. Go ahead and pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. But anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!